The Troy Bomb era.
Oh, yeah.
We're ready to go? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final dinner of the summer dinner series. My name is George. I'm with Pizza Republica, and I want to welcome you out on this this is like the best night we've had out all this. This is best weather, super cool, no smoke, perfect temperature. Later we'll put the fireplace on. It's going to be a really spectacular night. And on this final night, we get one of my best friends, Mr. Troy Guard, to come in. He's actually responsible for me coming to Colorado.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
From way back in the day, I was with the Capitol Grill, and we opened 975 together. And I still remember when I pulled up with my trailer from Florida, and we started working that day.
Yep.
Getting things rolling.
Anyone
at
been to
975?
975? It's been a long time.
It's
it was
been a
on
long
9th and
time.
Lincoln. You have?
Yep.
All right, that place was awesome. We had Tang mojitos or something.
Tang
like
mojito, yep.
that. Tang. I mean, it has vitamin C, right?
Cotton candy for dessert.
Yeah, it was great.
Best meatloaf in the city. And then I think tuna tacos came into creation way back then.
Yep, definitely.
Your famous
Well, thanks
hamachi.
for having us, George.
Yep,
I
it's a
haven't
pleasure.
worked with this guy in 15 years, man. This is Pizza Republica.
Good to be back.
Love
Good
it.
to see you.
Let's hear for George Eater, the host of Pizza Republica, please. The Modern Eater is so thrilled to do this. The proper introduction needs to take place right now. For Jay Parker and Brian Freeman, I'm Greg Hollenbach, the Modern Eater here. Don't go anywhere. We need a proper introduction to this gentleman right here. Let's hear it. We all came for this tonight. He's in the house, Chef Troy Guard. Yes. This is week 8. I said Chef Troy Guard. Yeah. Let's just take care of this on a beautiful, beautiful beginning of September evening, Chef. Thank you for being here.
September morn. Little Neil Diamond, right? But thank you, Greg. Thank you, Modern Eater. I met your mom tonight, too.
There she is right there. She's
And thank you guys for coming down here. It means a lot to us. And back here, I have to introduce our all-star team because they make me look good. I mean, my hands aren't even dirty right now. Chef Corey, our corporate chef right here.
Yes.
He's smiling right now, you can't tell. Chef Adam over there from
Chef
Garden
Adam.
Grace. And Chef Cassie over here from Garden Grace as well.
We've got a killer lineup of food. The menus are in front of you guys. Brian, this is good food tonight. Good food.
Oh, yes. This is like the end of the local cherries, peaches. You're getting the first of some good stuff tonight, so enjoy.
Now, Chef, we ran all over Colorado for you, right? We went and got delicious goodies and ingredients, and we brought them back for you. Tonight's the Modern Eater style. We're streaming. Yeah, everybody wave because you are on the Modern Eater right now.
Sweet.
And standing by Modern Eater style from Sauvage, Colorado, he's the fish rancher himself. That's Kermit Krantz from Frontier Trout Ranch, live with us from Sauvage. Hello,
What's
Kermit.
up, Kermit?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, Kermit, thanks for the fish, man.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for making them taste great.
How cool is that?
It's awesome. I wish you could taste it tonight, but we'll taste it for you.
Thank you. I wish I could be there too, but you know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
So you are going to hear from purveyors tonight. We've got some great, we've got Distillery, Stephen Gould here from Golden Moon Distillery. Thank you very much. Bruz Beers and Ryan Evans is here. We've also got folks from Carboy. Alexis from Carboy Winery is here tonight as well. And then they are here and done a great job all summer long. It's the staff from Pizza Republica. And it's kind of a bittersweet night tonight, George, isn't it?
Semi-bittersweet until we get back up and open. So we're going to be, after service tonight, we're going to close until the convention center reopens and theater comes back. Thank you. So definitely want to shout out to my guys because they stand by me through everything. And we got spots for them at our DTC location. We're actually looking at a new spot up in Lafayette tomorrow. So that's going to be really interesting. You know, you up Lafayette way? We're looking up there. We're going in the morning.
So we're going to kill it for you guys tonight is
Absolutely.
what we're saying, right? All right, let's talk food.
Well, where's Kermit? He's gone already?
Kermit's
He's gone.
He's like, that's it.
We've got Bill and Ted.
I wanted to find out more about this awesome trout farm he had.
Oh, no, Kermit's gone. Well, maybe Kermit will pop back up, but do you need a menu, chef, or do you want to describe the first dish here?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, look
and
at
Kermit's
this
back.
stuff. We have
Oh,
these.
there's Kermit.
Oh, he's back. I wanted Kermit to talk about his trout ranch a little bit. What kind of trouts? How long you been around? How many do you have? When's the harvest time? I've been down to Alamosa, and I really love that bass, but I'd love to come check out your place.
Oh, my place is always open for people to come visit. We'll show you how you raise from egg to table. We hatch about 100,000 eggs a month. We raise them up to about 1.5 pounds to about a 2.5 pound trout. We raise them from in a deep. We hatch them in raceways inside. We develop those eggs, then we push them outside to larger raceways. And once they get to about 3/4 pound, we push them out to big earthen ponds. The reason we do that is that we do feed them a high protein fish food, but we also supplement their diet by raising stream shrimp, salamanders, and crawdads. Our water comes from a deep artesian well. The key thing is we know not only what's in our water, but more importantly, we know what's not in our water. We know there's no Fukushima nuclear power plant or microplastics or any other of those types of things that you may find in a wild fish. You know, some people poo-poo fish farms, but you know what? We take very good care of our fish. We do not use any hormones or antibiotics. If our fish get sick, we just use plain old solar salt. We actually salt them once a week with large 50, 60-pound bags of salt, and that helps kind of keep their skin clean. It's kind of like defoliating. Other than that, we just are really proud of trying to raise a good quality rainbow trout. We also raise alternatives. We do have splake, golden, but now we're raising Arctic char, which is a freshwater salmon, and starting in January, we're hatching eggs for coho salmon.
That's awesome.
So
You got your hands full over there. I love it.
In the San Luis Valley.
Yeah, well, like everybody else, we're all trying to survive COVID. I know my restaurants and my clients have been hammered hard. We're doing whatever we can to try and support them. You know, that kind of killed our pipeline, but our distributor, Shamrock Foods, has done a great job trying to keep us going and keeping us alive. And, you know, same thing with you guys chefs and like what the Modern Eater does to help us deal with this time.
Awesome.
And you don't have to
We had a couple guests here say, where can we get this besides Shamrock? Are there any like Whole Foods, King Supers, specialty marts?
We are limited right now in our supply simply because we did not sell any fish starting March 1st for March, April, May, June, July until just now. We're just getting back in the market. We did have some grocery stores that did carry it, but we have sold out prior to, so we have to kind of commit to those previous customers. As we go forward, one person that did carry it was Tony's, another was Marzak's.
Awesome.
But I can't supply them at this particular time because we're just really tight on supplies.
Well, we have it here tonight, and you don't have to worry about anything upstream. This is sushi grade fish. All you have to worry about is if Kermit jumps into the water.
Yep.
One night, you know.
Oh, and Greg's jumped into that water,
Thanks
too.
for supporting us tonight. I wish you could see this fine group of people here. And we did you a great service. We smoked it, and we got a little creme fraiche and lemon to go into it. And we're going to have Greg send you a photo. It's the next course, but we'll have him send you some great photos. And, again, thanks for your support, and we're going to start using it in all our restaurants.
Wow, fantastic. What a great catch.
Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, guys, we're all in it together. You know, I was just an old man trying to raise fish as a farm, and you guys just take my product and just make it just really step out. You know, this is why we really love to raise fish, because we get feedback like this. I mean, I can't tell you what a pat on the back that really is. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kermit Krantz. Okay, fantastic.
Thanks for being Colorado proud.
Yeah. First course, chef.
Oh, first course. Most of you have it in front of you, but those are gorgeous, just beautiful tomatoes. I mean, you don't need to do anything more than that to me than just olive oil and salt. But we have a lot of amazing things on here. Obviously, the Rocky Ford melons. We vacuum sealed those with a little lime. And Corey, can you tell us what other goodies you have on this plate here, boss?
So there's puffed rice granola with some fried herbs, a little Parmesan cheese. And then you have the Fruition Farms sheep skyr, which is kind of like a sheep's milk yogurt. Fresh herbs that are all local, basil, tarragon, parsley. And then all of it's marinated in a smoked sherry maple vinaigrette.
That vinaigrette, I just drink it, and if you really want to do some damage on that, Corey made that last week. We had a pop-up burger thing down at Tag, and I added a little whiskey to that smoked sherry vinaigrette. You didn't know, but that's good like that.
All right, you guys, we're going to let you guys eat. You're going to hear a lot more from local purveyors. This is Chef Troy Guard's dinner. It is week 8 of the summer dinner series, and we have some special announcements for you coming up as well. So thank you for being here. We are streaming, so behave yourselves or not. Have some fun tonight. That's what it's all about. Again, thanks for being here. Summer dinner series continues.
Adam, you want any of those guys to help or no?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Here we are on the stream. Wow, now this is when you can, or I can, take a little bit of a deep breath. But dinner service, Troy, first of all, thank you for being here.
Thanks, boss. Good to see you.
I know, it's good to see you too. I think so.
I think we are, yeah.
Bring this headset
All right, good,
close to you. Oh, yeah. So when we're looking at food and community and local and sourcing and a weird time that we're in, providing an experience is an interesting thing to do right now. But that's what everybody's striving to do. Keep people connected, stay connected with your customer, stay connected with your guests, and actually be able to give them something to go out for.
The experience is what it's all about. Everyone can have these beautiful tomatoes. Everyone can have that beautiful trout.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about the experience. So George has this beautiful patio.
Yeah.
We might have some different types of service or plateware. Excuse me. And it's all about how you make people feel.
Yes.
Right? It's like inviting into my house.
Yes.
And I take care of the people to come to my house, right? I give them a nice place to sit.
Yeah.
I give them some great food and drink.
Yeah.
A great ambiance.
Was that just born in you, or I mean, just that kind of feeling? I'm one of those types of people too that loves to entertain.
Yep.
And bringing people over to your house is, an interesting. Brian loves to entertain as well. But within service industry folks, it's that servitude of continuing to give. And through the outbreak, I haven't seen that wear off at all. That wanting to give continually.
I think a lot of people you already have a fan who needs an autograph here.
know,
Jeez. These women are just coming up to you.
I don't think it's me.
Oh, you like my
the
shoes?
red shoes. She likes that you match.
I like that.
Hi.
You know, hospitality is built
One
into
second.
me, and I love what I do. Seriously, I started when I was 13. I didn't know I liked it that much until I really got into it, and then I was like, I love making people happy. I started as a dishwasher, a busboy, a server, a host. And then I found my way back to the kitchen, and never looked back from there.
Yeah. Troy, sort of the servitude, right? I mean, it's like you were almost born with wanting to serve.
Which is weird, I mean, you think about, well, where do you go from here? It's interesting. You're probably more you're more connected back to the kitchen now than ever, I would imagine. Are you finding that true?
I miss working in the kitchen. A couple of the guests have come up to me and they're like, "Oh, remember when you were?" Yeah. I used to cook every day, and now obviously with a lot of different restaurants, I've got a lot of talented people. I don't need to do that every day, but it's always fun when I get back in there, and I love the restaurant business. You know what I mean?
I know.
Cooking is what I love to do.
Troy, isn't the true test of being a great leader that person that can actually get people to follow him and take his mission on? And that's what you've been able to do 21 different times now?
Yeah, a lot of times it's all about the culture. It's all about, what you instill and breed, and we've got core values. We have vision. Not everybody likes me, and that's okay because I have a high standard. But, we've had a lot of amazing people come through our group. A lot of people stay. A lot of people go. But I'm always proud to see where they go, and they come back and tell us, what a great time they had working for us, what they learned. And I think about that, too. All the great people that I worked for in the past, obviously I didn't love them all, but I liked them all, and I got a lot from them. And I just continue to grow every single day.
That's awesome, man.
Patty,
That's awesome.
hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Put that mic right up to you and ask the question.
God, I feel like a rock star getting to meet you.
All right.
Oh,
Really, I'm
you're
not kidding.
so sweet.
Troy Guard. I tell my friends I'm going to go to Troy Guard, and they go, "Oh my God, can I
Well,
go?"
thank you.
Yeah.
He's signing it for you right now, Patricia.
Yeah, I had to get him to sign that. And I even feel like he's even more of a rock star tonight because
Why's
we
that?
both have red shoes on.
Oh,
yeah.
You both have red shoes on.
Yeah, see, that gives us something in common.
I love it.
I know. That's right.
So, tell me about this
you don't
guy.
You know,
You got any stories about him?
Oh, honey, I have plenty of those, but probably none he wants me to share.
I'm an open book. Hey, listen, all my good years of partying, that's all behind me. There's nothing I can't admit to now. I'm not going to do anything now that I haven't done before, that's for sure.
Oh, please. I thought you'd outgrown all that.
I don't know.
God help me.
Thank you that you got that sign. Sit
Yes, I
down.
appreciate it.
We're going to
I
eat
know.
now.
I just had to get this, though. Thank you so much.
Oh, you bet.
It was
I'm
a pleasure
excited.
to meet you.
So proud of your son.
I
You did a
know.
great job.
I'm in awe.
You did a great job. My parents freak out, and they're like, I can't believe he's a chef. Because I was the pickiest, finickiest eater.
Really? No
I-
mac and cheese?
I would not eat a tomato
Really?
if you gave me $100.
Interesting.
To this day.
No, now I love
Now
it.
you love it? Okay.
I love everything now. Maybe there might be a couple things. I can't think of it off the top of my head what I don't like, but now I eat everything. I think also back then there wasn't as much fresh.
Ingredients.
Things were canned or frozen or, my mom's a great cook, but might have overcooked things. And, when you cook things the proper way, they just taste fantastic.
I'll tell you, there was one thing that Greg absolutely would not have anything to do with. I used to make this wonderful, I loved it. It was tomatoes, zucchini, and onions all cooked together as a
Ooh, that
vegetable.
sounds beautiful.
He'd come in the house and he'd see me cooking that, and he was like,
It was the
He'd
tuna
run.
Not
casserole
again.
that I really didn't like too much. But now I
So many casseroles growing up, right?
I know. And
well,
then,
you had to in those days.
Exactly.
You had to cook all week, and
Yeah.
on Saturday it was a casserole, everything
You
left
came
over.
home, and
Right.
we ate out. I can't even tell you how many times. Like, my mom put work into those dinners,
Sure.
right? And she'd make it for 2 days in a row, so you'd have a few more different dishes.
Absolutely.
I
When I
remember she made a menu it'd be 3 weeks out.
No,
It'd be
she
like,
did not.
I
Really?
Oh, really?
swear,
Planner.
I knew I was having pork chops on Thursday and macaroni on
you
Friday.
know, and Sunday was everything.
Totally,
Yeah,
Taco Tuesdays.
Saturday was my night to put all the leftovers in a pot.
Yeah, I call that must go. Everything must go.
Let's go. There you go. I'm going to remember that. That's sort of like the
Must
dewdrop
go.
in.
Yeah, that was I lived in the basement, and she called it the drop in because everybody did drop in.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting time.
That's right.
She
But I
lives-
think, Troy, to your point about the way we cooked food, like if you look 20 years ago, they would boil their Brussels sprouts and ruin Brussels
Right,
sprouts. And
yeah.
today, one of the most popular dishes on, how many menus is Brussels sprouts.
Exactly. I remember at 16 years old working at this place called Coco's in California.
I knew it.
Like a Denny's, but a
Coco
little
and
bit
Baxter's
nicer.
were always right next to each other.
And we went through cases of kale as garnish.
Yeah.
If I would have said, hey, I'm going to make a kale salad, people would have freaked out.
And run you out.
And
My mom
now
was
kale
born in
salad
San
is on
Diego.
every menu, or fried Brussels sprouts.
Do you remember Plank House? That was part of that Coco's chain.
Was it in California?
It was owned by the same company.
Okay, I don't remember
Your
that
dad
one.
used to manage your Plank House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. Thanks, Mom. And that's the thing. Look, people that she's thrilled right now. To see my mom beaming like this,
I
Chef,
know.
it
I
means
tell
Look
you.
at that.
talk about
Corey
this course.
is a master.
Yes, he is, and we're going to talk to all of these chefs. Thanks, Mom. How's that look? What did he write on there? Something good?
He said, I love you very much.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good stuff, Chef. Thank you.
So you know how I love John Bon Jovi and Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
right? He has a new song out called "Do What You Can,"
Okay.
and that's kind of my motto right now.
what you
do
can.
what you
Yeah.
can. You do what you do, and you do what you can. So that's what I've been kind of doing. So what Corey's doing over here is, him and Adam made that smoked trout.
And there
We
was
probably
roe in
cured it and smoked it, and we've got an oak fire grill over at Garden Grace, and God, I could eat that. We have those corn cakes, Olathe corn back there. We made corn cakes back there that you see Adam burning his hairs off on his arm.
He is just doing it.
And, yeah, these are little smoked trout eggs. So we like the color, obviously, and the briny and
Yeah.
the pop to them.
Was this roe in the trout that we dropped off, or some of it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, we use everything on there.
Gotcha.
But what's cool? What do you think about that Yoder grill? Have you gotten to play with that yet, Chef? That charcoal
Oh, it
griller.
looks awesome. What are you guys doing with that afterwards? I think we should probably
We're
take
gonna roll
it
it
since
over to
we're
you.
the last
I
one, right?
think you should too. Everything must go.
Well, I got Corey's truck right there. We'll just pile it right in there, right, Cor?
I'm telling you, Chef.
So then Cassie made this butter.
Uh-huh.
Cassie, do you want to come over here and tell them how you did this butter?
Oh, she's next set here. We're gonna bring Cassie, if you
Oh,
don't
okay,
mind. We don't want to
okay,
pull her
that's
away.
fine.
But once we push this out.
Well, do you have a microphone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, here we go.
Does this work?
Yes, it does.
So
Double check
everyone
that.
just buys butter, but she made the butter, and it's not that hard.
Yeah, so it's super easy. Can you hear me through
Yes.
this?
Oh,
That's all
yeah.
good? All right, awesome. So we mixed a little bit of yogurt in with some
Okay.
heavy cream and let it sit and get a little funky and delicious, kind of like you would with a creme fraiche. And then chilled it for 12 hours and whipped it until all that buttermilk separated out, and we had this really delicious cultured butter. Then we whipped a little honey and salt into it and cannelled it up, and here we are.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't wait to try it. I'm
It's
of course
so good.
behind. Thank
I
you
just want to
so
eat
much.
this butter forever.
Tell us about where are you from?
Where am I from
Yeah.
originally?
Well, yeah.
I am from Rochester, New York originally.
Welcome.
Been here for 3.5 years.
How do you
and
like it?
I love it here.
Do you
yeah,
like it?
and I've been with Tag Restaurant Group, specifically Garden Grace, for a little over 2 years now. Yeah, which is awesome.
That's cool.
She's
Here,
a rock star.
here with us tonight. This is kind
Mm-hmm.
of cool cooking outdoors, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's the most perfect night for it.
It is perfect.
I don't think we could have asked for a better night.
You can't, listen, I've been to all those 7 prior to this one.
Mm-hmm.
The best night.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a nice change from being indoors.
Wait until you see that blue bear lit up behind us.
Yeah.
The sun setting on the Mile High City. For a second, it's going to be like, the world's not a bad place. And then you'll go back to it.
Then you go back to reality.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm going to hop back to help plate real quick.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Chef.
That's good
It
stuff.
just looks
man.
fantastic, man.
It does.
I'll tell
Okay,
you what.
so what we're going to do is we're going to hop off these headsets. We're going to
You
regroup.
better try this tomato dish.
I know.
You,
that's
you know
right.
you're right. Let's get
Right?
it setting. My goodness. All right, you going to talk us through this or no? Or are you heading back in there?
No, I want you to try it. I mean, it's going to melt in your mouth. I see a lot of empty plates.
So what people don't realize is this honeydew actually is Rocky Ford.
Yep.
Same grower, Harkata Farms, grows the honeydew and.
All right, what's the chef bite
Rocky
here?
Ford.
Melon, a little bit of the creme fraiche.
Yeah.
Just bringing this in here.
Get a
like
little
this.
bit of that on there.
You need to bring
Get
this
a little
in.
puff on there
Okay, need that in there. See, I'm going to bring this over.
if you can.
I'm skilled. You know, it's interesting. I lived in LA for a while. I was always taught to eat with your fork down, chef. You tell me if I'm
Right.
Eat
I
fork
used
down.
to do that a lot. Yeah.
And then when you're chewing, you put your setting down and you chew.
I've actually wanted to put my kids into some.
Social
Would it
etiquette.
work?
Totally, yeah.
It's hard.
Not
you know
that they're
what?
bad. I think it's
Well-
proper to do. Like I feel like as we get older and older, and again, I don't want to sound like an old fart, but the kids don't. The schools don't even teach the kids how to do
No.
cursive anymore.
No.
No, are you kidding me?
No.
No, they don't.
Well, that home ec.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong because every kid knows how to cook, should know how to cook,
Yeah.
sew, polish their shoes.
Yep.
You can't even see an unfolded napkin. That's how much this business is into you, man.
Yep. I didn't even think about that.
With total instinct. I was like, look what Chef is doing right now.
Yep.
So
This is
perfect.
awesome.
And I'm with you. I think that there's a place for knowing how to do things in a traditional format. Now, I don't know everything by any stretch of the imagination, but it's interesting how this is when you know you need to, is when you see someone eating like this. Will that just drive you crazy when somebody eats with that farmer?
If they do that or chew and talk, I can't stand that.
Well, see, then that's why.
But you're different. You're on air, man. No one can see you.
That's why I usually never do it this way. But you're right. Temperature's everything with this dish, and we're outdoors. But the crunch, too. The antithesis of the crunch versus the fresh versus the soft. That's fantastic.
Texture, babe. Texture.
Yeah.
It's all around this plate, isn't it? I mean, you've the smoothness of the tomatoes.
See, now I can't stop.
Crunch of the melons a little bit, and the crunch of that puffed rice.
Yep.
Now I can't stop.
Really delish.
Which dish are you? What's your favorite protein, Chef? To
Can
eat?
you go wrong with a steak?
No.
Or a beautiful piece of fish? But as I get older, I do eat more vegetarian meals.
Do really?
Not that I like.
Yeah.
I love just. That's a beautiful vegetarian meal.
Yeah.
I love fresh vegetables, lightly cooked or grilled. I love rice because I grew up in Hawaii on rice or a quinoa.
How many meals a day do you eat? Tell the truth. 2?
Can't you tell?
1? I mean, some people, at the end of the day, I'm known to go all day and eat one meal, and that's terrible for you.
When I used to cook every night,
Yeah.
I was about 20 pounds lighter, 25 pounds.
No.
I'd cook one. I'd eat once a night.
See, I was
And
just
that was
going to ask that. Do you find, how do you keep that? Because I know a lot of chefs that, have gotten big because you're in the
I
kitchen,
think
you're
you
tasting
just
everything.
No, as you get older, it's harder to get off.
Yeah.
And I'm lazy. I need to get up a little earlier to do some exercise. But when I'm in the kitchen, I forget to drink water and eat. It's like, oh shit, I'm hungry. Why do I have a headache? Right?
Thank you for reminding me.
Right? Right?
All right, we're going to jump off this. We're going to go grab the stick mics. We're trying to make it so that the staff doesn't kill themselves. I wonder, is there a better way to expo than
No,
up
that's
front?
perfect.
That's perfect?
Yep.
Okay, let's
We'll
just
just
But
move
I got
these
an
cords a
idea that
little
we
bit.
just put our cords to the middle one. Well,
right.
I got an idea. I'll fix this.
No,
All
you
right.
all right, we're
We'll catch
going
you
to
later.
jump off, and we're
Thank
going
you,
to get up top. We'll be still on the stream, but we're going to jump on our mics over here.
I'm going to jump back there real fast.
Hello, 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 hello. How was course 1, y'all?
Okay.
Course 1
2
good?
minutes.
All right,
You
fantastic.
want me to throw the cakes on there?
I always like to have that first course out, and then, you're getting off of work, and you're a little hangry, and you want to relax, and hopefully that first course was as delicious. We just tasted it, Brian. That was fantastic.
That first course, yeah. All Rocky Ford melons, both of those cantaloupe and the honeydew were both from Rocky Ford. The tomatoes were just north of us here in Longmont. And, so we're really stoked.
Chef, can you hear us over there, Chef Guard?
Yep, I can hear you.
Exactly.
Oh, fantastic. We can hear you, too. Let's talk about this second dish, if you would, Chef.
We are using Kermit's Trout, like we said we were going to use, and lightly cured it, smoked it, and these are the Olathe corn cakes. And we have a dish like this similar at Tag Restaurant, and people love it. And I just love all the ingredients that go with this.
Can
So
I ask
Corey,
a question?
what's your
for-
favorite part of this
Oh.
dish? Corey is the mastermind chef extraordinaire, and he put this dish together, but I just love all the components to it. Corey, what do you like?
I like the butter.
The butter, yeah, I could eat it every day.
I was raised French, so butter's always going to be my thing. The trout is delicious. We actually have used Kermit's trout before in a lot of our restaurants. Funny story, we went down to New Orleans and took Kermit's trout with us in a little cooler. And we entered the National Seafood Cook-Off down in New Orleans. And we got second place down there out of 50 states with Kermit's trout.
You got to tell them that. I forgot to tell them that.
Louisiana beat us. I think it was rigged.
Who here has been to a Chef Guard restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
I love it.
And I think the other folks were just eating, and I bet you if we would have asked them, they would have put their hands up, too. So let's just hear it by a little bit of cheer. Who's been to a Chef Troy Guard restaurant? Who plans on going back to a Chef Troy Guard restaurant? That's what it's all. I mean, you can get someone to go, right, Chef? But having them come back, that's the ultimate compliment.
Oh, it's the best. And we thank you for your support through these times. It's a bit challenging, a bit crazy and hectic, but we're surviving, and at what I like to say on the other side, we're going to thrive. So we're going to survive, and then we're going to thrive.
I mean, I know you've seen it, Chef, but have you seen your brunch menu at Garden Grace?
Have I seen our brunch menu?
Yeah.
Oh, it's dynamic.
It is dynamic.
But we only do that a couple times a year.
Only a couple times.
But Tag, we have brunch too. Tag on Larimer. You guys should go check out Larimer Street anytime
that's
you
the
can.
one you put out.
They have the whole street closed. It looks beautiful. Definitely get down there, check it out. It is awesome. They closed the whole street down.
Are you a fan of wine, Chef?
I'm more of a cocktail guy, but I do love wine.
You'd like a little wine? Local wine is an interesting thing, and Carboy has been a great partner of ours. We'd like to actually hear from Carboy, if you don't mind, Chef.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Kellen, come on up here, Kellen, if you would. Kellen from Carboy is joining us all summer long. Carboy's been here with us. I think it's been a hit. Who's gotten to know Carboy this summer because of the Summer Dinner Series? Kellen, thank you and welcome. First of all, give us that elevator speech about Carboy, if you would.
Sure, I'll do this. Hi, everyone. I'm Kellen. Thanks for coming out to this dinner. I work for Carboy Winery. We have 2 locations here in town. Our original one, which we opened in 2015, is down in Littleton, down off South Santa Fe, next to Breckenridge Brewery. Who all has been there? A couple people. We also have a semi-new location, the one I work at, over in Cap Hill at 7th and Logan in the Old Gov's Tavern. And that's, who's been there before? Anybody? A few people. Come and visit us there as well. We're an urban winery. We make all of our wine here locally. We source our grapes. About half of all of our grapes come from Colorado, the other half from California, Washington, and a little bit from Oregon as well. We're big on Colorado wine. There are 3 wines here that we have at the dinner tonight. All are sourced from here in Colorado. We have an Albarino, which is actually a Spanish varietal. Our Mourvedre, which is a fascinating Mourvedre. If you want to get really geeky, come find me later and ask me about it. And then we have our Vin 59 Red Blend, which is one of our flagship red blends. It's one of my favorite wines of ours. So I hope you all enjoy that, and definitely come visit us at any of our locations. Or if you're in Breck, we also have a location up in Breck off Main Street. We'd love to see you there, too.
Yeah, thank you.
It's our Colorado winery. It's Carboy Winery. Thanks, Kellen.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Thanks, brother. Okay, cool. Carboy Winery here. Here's a very special introduction, Brian Freeman, and I want you to do this one because you have a great relationship with these guys, but all summer long, Cheese and Porter's been a great supporter and sponsor of the Modern Eater. So, Brian Freeman,
incredible.
Take it away.
A local family, and so first let me say thank you, Carboy, because that Ben 59, I don't know if you've tried that yet, but that is truly one of the best local red wines I've had. And so people that know me know what I've been doing for the last 25 years of my life. I've been bringing you local, organic Colorado produce. So if you have eaten organic local produce in Colorado, it has probably come through my warehouse at some point in time. Seen how we did about $150 million in local Colorado product. Now, the cool thing, though, is you can't always find everything you need. We do not make any balsamic oil here in Colorado. We do not make olive oil. We do not have anchovies. These are things that chefs love. And on top of that, what they also provide is local cheeses and sort of where they got their roots. So I'm going to introduce Robbie right now from Cheese Importers. It's a little place in Longmont, a family run. I have worked with 2 generations from that family. They have a little, what would you call it, a bistro where you can buy cheese? And I'm going to turn this over to Robbie from Cheese Importers. Oh, let's get you going here. Sorry about that. Okay, you should be up, but I'm going to make sure of that.
Yeah, we got a little bistro. We got a retail spot, but mainly we are a specialty foods wholesale distributor. And yeah, we've been in business for a long time in Colorado, bringing as many good products as we can into the state and focusing on local stuff too. And thanks Brian, for the introduction. It's really an honor to sponsor the Summer Dinner Series this summer and be here on the last night with the Troy Guard crew. We've been in business with them for a very long time. It's great to see Chef Adam and Chef Corey here rocking it with us tonight. Garden Grace, man, if you ever get to go there, sounds like you all have been there a lot already, but for those of you out there, they've always had one of the most eclectic cheese programs in town. We've been sending them all the best stuff we get, all the new stuff we get. They always love taking it. I mean, it's really, they do cow, sheep, and goat smoked cheeses over there, a prosciutto flight. These guys have really kind of been the standard bearers for the cheese and charcuterie program in downtown Denver for a very long time, and we're extremely proud of that. So thanks to you, Chef. It's an honor being here. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Corey.
And Cassie.
And Cassie, that's right. Can't forget Cassie. But enjoy tonight. We're Cheese Importers. We love you, and we'll see you again next summer, hopefully.
Awesome.
SummerDinnerSeries.com.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. It is so exciting to be able to highlight some of these local farms and purveyors. And in that case, what he doesn't tell you is they're the ones who are able to bring us the Fruition Farms sheep skyr, which is an Icelandic style sheep cheese. And so enjoy. We're going to be back telling you about all the dishes. I want to try that trout right now. Enjoy, and we'll be back.
Give it to Jay.
Kellen, go ahead and Mike's Freeman, you're here. Okay. Kellen, Robbie's coming back.
What is up? How are you, Colin?
Doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm good too, man. I mean, you got all this delicious food and booze around you, and how do you complain about that?
You can't. And wine makes everything taste better with wine.
Everything. So does time.
Yes.
Time tastes better with wine.
Right. Life is
For
better.
sure.
Life is better with wine
All
at
right.
this point, for sure.
Here we go. We got Robbie on here too. Chance. So cheese and wine. Cheese and wine. We got the best. Robbie and Kellen. What's up, dude? How are you?
Pretty good.
All's well at the Robbie table?
I'm good, man. We're all set up.
Everybody.
Robbie grabbed his plate. He
Yeah.
was thinking.
He was thinking, man. It's right in front of us. You probably should have grabbed your plate too, Kellen. Huh?
Probably. I didn't have a plate yet before I came up.
that's
so
okay.
That's all right. That's
Look
all
at
right,
you,
though.
look at
I gotta try this.
I
mean,
know.
can't
Well,
just
dig
sit
in.
there.
Dig in. Yeah,
you
we
wanna
want to hear
grab
about
your
it.
plate?
I'm good. I'm
okay,
good.
you're
though.
good.
Yes.
Here, let me fix you here, though.
Oh,
Boom.
that helps.
Does that help?
Yes.
Now you give
I
me-
was wondering why it only sounded like that.
All right, then you can watch us eat. But no, I think that's a great point, the cheese and wine.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen.
Who knows the
If-
back? I'll bet you if anybody knows the background of why cheese and wine is so good together, it's Robbie.
Here, well, I'm going to put Robbie on the spot. So the other night I was at the grocery store, and there happened to be a famous local cheese that looks like almost a pyramid,
Yeah.
except the top's cut off. You know that one, right?
What, you
the
can't
top's cut
say?
Yep, except it looks like a pyramid, but the top's cut off.
The Haystack Peaks.
Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got this one. So
he loves
I
his.
go there the other day to my local King Soopers, pick up this cheese because it's like $6 on sale. And like anyone who thinks that like cheese is going out of date unless it's a soft or, and by the way, I'm going to eat it right now. But I opened up this incredible Barolo, and this is like my 12-year-old son is there, and I'm like, you know what? son, now's the moment. I'm going to teach you about cheese and wine. So to your point,
Which son?
I think it's Quinn.
Quinn?
You know my boy Quinn, and he was like, and he's like, Dad, I don't drink. I'm only 12, and I'm like, and I don't want you to drink. But it's very interesting, and I'm not a bad parent because the reality is go to France, go to Italy. These kids are drinking wine with water mixed in it since they're 6 or 8. Because it's not a big deal like we make it.
Hey, listen, you don't need to go that far.
Well, but what I want to say is it's
level.
important is let your kids enjoy something that helps them define their palate.
Got to start training the wine palate early.
Don't you?
That's my belief, anyway.
Don't let him suck you into this conversation.
No,
I love it, Kellen.
I believed that before tonight.
Nice. He's got my back. Thank you. Thanks for I owe you that 20 this week too.
But Jason, I mean, Robbie, every time I talk to you, you amaze me just because of your depth of food, right? I mean, and you're a lover of food, but more than that, community and local products, right?
Absolutely, man.
And that's something that Cheese Importers has embraced in their ethos since the beginning of time.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Like, you know, our name is Cheese Importers, so it's always kind of like we have to break that wall down.
Yeah.
Because people instantly think, oh, you're just here to sell us French cheese or something like that. But you know, not only do we not only sell cheese, we sell a full catalog of specialty goods from olive oils, nuts, dried fruits. I mean, every cool product we can find. But people think that they're just buying imported cheeses, and really, like, the local cheeses are our pride and joy. And the Fruition we had tonight, I mean, they're one of the best, the only sheep's milk producer in the state. And the Colorado cheese-making landscape is just it's a lot different than when I started in the business, and we don't have as much to offer these days from Colorado. And we've done a lot of work with the producers to kind of get them making more stuff. We have a producer in Steamboat that we're trying to get back up and running. He stopped making cheese for a little while, and anything we can do to support local dairies. We got somebody making butter for us in Palisade that we're really excited.
Hey, guys, turn around and look at Chef.
A lot of people haven't seen that yet, but
how cool is this?
He was just
Chef
painting the plates.
Yeah, back connected to the community. I think this is a special moment tonight as we're all being able to tell our stories, talk about what we do, and connect each other and lift each other up in a way that I think is so special and needed more than ever now. I mean, because let's face it, a lot of times for a chef, the magnitude of Chef Troy Gard right now is a lot of times these appearances are just that, an appearance. You just show up and you say hello and you move on, but it'd be an Aspen Food and Wine or it'd be a worldwide type of thing. I think it's really cool for us all here tonight, just people in the industry chopping it up.
Well, does Chef Troy even have a chef's table? Can you go to any of his restaurants and watch him eat like this?
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think? Good experience tonight?
Absolutely. Where, like you were just saying, it's not often you get to sit and watch them do their craft unless you work in the kitchen or you're even front of house, and you get to walk back there and actually see it. So we're all treated here tonight, for sure.
Totally. All right, go eat, would you?
Sounds good.
Go have some fun and eat.
Will do.
Robbie, as always, man, thank you, dude.
Absolutely.
Sorry about the little mix-up.
if you want to come back and play
worries,
trivia,
man.
though, because I'm going to hit you up, I want you to name 5 local cheese, and you can do this. I know you can do that.
I got you
Because I know it. We had one of your other jumping goats here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, nice.
You guys
That's
are
right.
rocking it at Cheese Importers. Love Sam and
Thanks,
Clara.
man.
You know, David Chappelle.
That's right.
He's one of the tightest run ships around.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
he's the man. David Chappelle, right there. You're getting the
David.
shout out, David. You're going to see this.
I love it.
We love you.
I do love it. Robbie, thank you
Thanks,
so
Ryan.
much
Yeah, you
tonight,
got it,
man.
man.
Thank you.
Let's do this, Brian. I want to get Troy Gard talking. I think this is a real opportunity that we need to have. So should we do it? Hey guys, how are you out there? Everybody doing good tonight at Summer Dinner Series? Yes, that's what we love to hear. All right, so Brian and I had a little huddle, and we decided that it's not very often that you get Chef Troy Gard outdoors cooking for you. So we want to, like, does anybody ever get curious of what's that talk like in the kitchen when you're building the plates? How is he talking to the chefs? What's going on back there? Chef, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you mind just talking us through what you're doing, how you're talking to the other chefs, what you're up to? I would just love to turn this over to you, Chef, while folks are dining and eating your food.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, guys. Everything tastes so good so far? All right. So next we have beautiful pork belly. Everybody like pork belly? Oh my gosh. My kids don't like pork belly, but they like bacon, so I just tell them it's bacon. And then they like it. We have a little painted plate over here. So it's got some soy. It has some cherries. And we made like a gastrica syrup. We reduced it down. And now what we have right here that I'm dishing up is a little bit of the Olathe corn puree. Seriously, like, you could take this corn puree and make an ice cream out of it. It tastes so beautiful, natural, and sweet, right? It is delicious. And over here, Adam has some fried, are those oyster mushrooms? Yes, sir. Oyster mushrooms, deep fried. Anything deep fried is good, right? And then we put a little bit of olive oil, lemon. Was there something else we threw on there?
It's olive oil, lemon, salt.
Olive oil, lemon, and obviously sea salt. And then Cassie over there, what do you got in your hands? She's got the beautiful pork belly. So, I mean, all these flavors together and plating it, you got to make it look good. Beautiful. And then, obviously, it's got to taste good. So, I always say, make it sexy or don't make it at all, right? And in the kitchen, there's, some banter that goes on here and there. I know lots of Spanish lingo. I probably shouldn't say it out loud, but we know some Spanish lingo. And I did live over in Asia for 8 years, and that was always fun learning how to swear in Japanese, Chinese, Thai, and all that kind of fun stuff. But when you see a kitchen, at least this is what I think, and I'm sure Adam, Cassie, and Corey are the same, there doesn't need to be a lot of talk in the kitchen as we're moving because we all work so well together and know what each other is thinking and doing, and it's kind of fun, and everyone just kind of like, just kind of swings and moves. It's kind of fun, but nothing's better than when you're in the thick of things on a Friday night or a Tuesday night like tonight, and we're putting out 5 courses, 50 plates. So that's quite a bit of plates with just 4 people here. Kind of fun, but good lingo. Do you have any good stories, Corey, about any kitchen craziness?
I like it. We're telling stories now, huh?
I mean, come on, Greg. You got any stories? I mean,
I like the kitchen stories.
Steven, who does the Golden Moon Distillery.
Yes.
I actually met him when I used to work the line every night at Tag way down there.
Steven, come on
when
up.
I only had one restaurant, and I worked the line every single night, and Steven, it was his first day or first week in Colorado. Was that right? Am I remembering it right?
Yeah, it was my first week in Colorado. Let me put my mask back on. Sorry, folks. Hang on. It's my first week in Colorado, and my wife and I were staying downtown, and she's taking a business opportunity here, and we were moving my business out here. And we went out, and we were just going to find a good place to eat. And we walked in.
A little bit closer.
All they had was the chef's table.
Keep that mic right up close.
And I sit down, and I start talking to the guy that's expediting, and we start shooting the shit. And
Is that all
so I'm a
after
former
that, or what
sommelier. I
else?
grew up working in restaurants
Okay, I'll
before I
do
was
this.
a brewer, before I was a distiller,
Got a little
etc.
spoon?
and we're shooting the shit. And I'd had this entire second career or other career working in Asia. And so somehow we started talking about Asia. And I found out that this guy and I had been in Tokyo at the same time. We'd been in Singapore at the same time. And by the time we were done with our dinner and his great hospitality, we decided we liked each other. And we've been friends ever since.
What is that? How long? 7, 8 years?
Oh, God, longer than that.
9? 10?
10 and a half. I think Tag was a year old.
It was so long ago that I didn't have gray hair, and he had hair. So that's how long, right?
He didn't have gray hair. He's gained a little bit of...
Oh, I've got a few LBs on me.
But yeah, you know, I've been eating his food ever since. When we decided, we picked up the distillery, which we founded in Ohio, moved it to Colorado, went back into production. Now, I've been distilling off and on for about 30 years. But when we went into production with Golden Moon here, the very first person that reached out to me and said, let's do an event, was Troy.
Yep.
And
we took our staff to your place a couple times as well. You have to tell them about your place out in Golden and all the awards you guys get with your distillery.
So, you know, we have a distillery in Golden. It's now about 10,000 square feet. It was a lot smaller when we started. We have a speakeasy in Golden as well, a Golden Moon Speakeasy in Miners Alley. Golden Moon Speakeasy was named a couple years ago as the top classic cocktail bar in Denver. Golden Moon Distillery was named this last year as the top distillery in America by the American Distilling Institute.
That is awesome. Awesome. Give him a hand for that one. Awesome.
Thank you very much. We've been very blessed that people like the booze we make. You know, we love visitors. The state of Colorado has just allowed distilleries to start doing tours again. So we'll start doing tours here in about a week and a half. Golden Moon Speakeasy, our little cocktail lounge in downtown Golden, is open. We only have about 26 seats available, but we're open 6 days a week now. We'd love to have you guys come out for a cocktail. You can buy a bottle of booze. We really appreciate you all coming out for this tonight. The guys at Modern Eater are great, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time this evening.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Stephen.
That was a good story.
Good stuff. Thank you, Stephen Gould. Golden Moon Distillery. Go check them out, Golden, Colorado. And Chef, as I look, it's very important when you look at a chef's jacket, it kind of shows, just like military, what you believe in, what's important to you, and Colorado is right there on your sleeve.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've been here 19 years now. I love it. I was originally born in Hawaii and found my way all over the U.S. and also traveling abroad. So I love traveling. I love seeing new things. And probably one of my favorite places to ever live besides Hawaii, of course, is Denver, but Hong Kong. I just loved it there. Now, I haven't been back since it's communism and China takeover, but back then it was British-owned. And I worked at this hotel called the Peninsula Hotel, and it was just amazing. And the Chinese food there is spectacular. So, so good.
Hey, Chef, is there any truth that you sort of you cut your teeth on fish? Is there any truth to that? Because when you were in Hawaii, you were definitely...
Definitely. So when I was a kid, my dad used to fish a lot, and he's got this most incredible shell collection. He's born and raised in Hawaii. His dad's born and raised in Hawaii. But my dad used to catch like squid and octopus, and then he would dry it out, and I would teeth on that. So I never had a teeth, I guess. So I love dried squid and dried octopus, but that's how my mom said I teethed.
You really did cut your teeth.
Yep, I cut my teeth on squid.
We're distracting the chefs, but I can't help it just because I'm having too much fun. But it was interesting as we were seating folks today. There's one gentleman who said,
Where is it?
10 years ago, will you tell us the 10 years ago story? Would you mind? 10 years ago, you had a great chef's table experience.
Yeah, I did. About 10 years ago, my wife and I celebrated our 10th anniversary And we had never been to Tag before, and we were just trying to figure out where we wanted to go to dinner that evening. And we decided on going to Tag and giving it a shot and trying it out.
10 years ago?
10 years ago.
So we had only been open a year, so that's awesome.
And it was our 10th anniversary dinner that we were celebrating, and we decided rather than just reserving a table at the normal tables, we actually sat at the chef table, and Troy happened to be working that evening and had really, without a doubt, has given us one of the most incredible culinary experiences of our lives. And you know, it was truly a memorable experience. But the meal, I mean, learning a little bit about where some of the ideas of some of the appetizers that we had, the pop rocks and the sushi was an incredible story. And just hearing his stories and where he started and the different culinary experiences and his training, it was really a memorable experience that night.
Now, we spoke earlier, and I said, okay, that was 10 years ago, but hold on to your seats, because 10 years is now. And tonight...
So that's 20 years.
Well, I said, what do you think about tonight's dinner so far?
It's been amazing. We've invited our friends to join us tonight, and just once my wife actually saw that this was going to be available, and as soon as we saw it and she mentioned it to me, I'm like, let's do it. Absolutely. So it's incredible.
I'm telling you this right now. You guys.
I want to get a picture with you guys before you leave, okay?
For sure.
You guys are the luckiest people in Denver, Colorado, maybe the United States, maybe the world, because there aren't chefs doing chef table anything for you right now. But with responsible, well-appointed al fresco dining, here it is again. You guys have the food. You have the beverages. What do you think, Chef Troy Guard and his staff?
Thank you, guys. Thank
doing
you.
A fantastic job.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, Chef, right?
Yep.
I mean, this might give you a little bit of a push or motivation to...
Have you been eating the dishes, too?
Well, yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what you guys think about that butter that was the last dish?
Yes.
The butter? I slather that on me. It tastes... It's
I know
good,
exactly.
man.
Can I get a pound and just one piece of bread?
Okay, so we're going to introduce the chefs again to you, and we're going to talk to them in this, what we would call the next segment. But so many people are here tonight. We appreciate you being here. We're going to let you eat this course, if you would. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chef wants a picture with you guys, too.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to turn up the music, and we're going to have more fun, but the Modern Eater continues with Summer Dinner Series, Week 8.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We've got this. We're going to do this now. Let's talk about the chefs that you brought with us. Do you mind?
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic. Who do you want to talk to first, Chef?
Corey, since he's the corporate chef here.
You do.
Yeah.
I think I'm still mic'd up.
Yes, Corey.
Cool.
All right, so Chef Guard, I'd love for you to do this. Do the rock star introduction. Nobody would know this about him. The two and only. Give us a great introduction to Corey, if you would.
Corey Sims is a rock star chef, and I feel very, very fortunate and lucky to have this guy on our team. He has worked with us at many different restaurants as the chef and worked his way up. I mean, he could be a chef anywhere and have his own place, but he watches over all the restaurants, all the recipes, all the hires and fires, and he actually makes me look really, really good. And his cooking is probably, I've been open 11 years, and he's probably the best chef that we've had at Tag Restaurant Group since we opened it. I'm not just blowing smoke up his skirt tonight, but his food is dialed in. He went to culinary school. He worked at the Broadmoor, and he can tell you a little bit more about his background. But he knows flavor. He knows balance. He has the eye. He loves Colorado. He's got a huge tattoo of Colorado on his sleeve. If he's not cooking, he's fishing. So this guy loves the fish. So maybe he might have some fish stories for you. But again, Corey, I love. This guy's a rock star, and Tag Restaurant Group is better with him. So thank you, Corey.
Chef
Thanks,
Corey
Much
Sims,
appreciated.
man. This
Woo!
is great having you here.
And he
Thank
likes
you.
Fresca like me, and I love Fresca.
Actually, hey, Chef.
Now, Corey,
What? You got Fresca? Oh, God. Awesome.
I brought one
I
for
love
you, brother.
this stuff.
He brought one.
When I was a kid, I got to tell this funny. It's
Yeah.
funny to me, but when I was a kid, I'd go over to my aunt's and grandma's house in San Diego, and they had this Fresca, and I hated it. I could not stand it. Right? It had no sugar, and now it's like all I drink. I put it in vodka. I drink it by itself. And
It's delicious.
It's awesome.
It's Fresca.
Yeah, try it with vodka. It's great.
I have. Yes, indeed. Chef Corey Sims. Now, we had you on the Modern Eater show the other day, and we were down at Kermit Krantz going and wrangling this trout and bringing it back to you. Connecting with Colorado. I didn't know you were such a Colorado guy, man.
Yeah, look at that.
If it's on you, it's on you.
There's a fish up there, too. That's a state
fish-
trout.
And
in
he has
Colorado.
a trout on his arm, and all those vegetables and awesome stuff.
But at the end of the day, I'm from Ohio, so it's over my heart.
It's over your heart. Corey, what's your most your prize accomplishment from learning from Chef Gard?
Just being able to learn how to start a business and continue to grow. I mean, he's done such an incredible job in the last 10 years of growing from one restaurant to growing to a company that, employs over 600, 700 people, being able to provide jobs to the economy and taking care of your employees and really showing the core values and growing a culture. It's super admirable of the charity work and a lot of the things that he's done. And, we don't just do that for fun. We do it because it's what's right. And he teaches that, and we're always participating. Sometimes I'm in the back row going, hey, chef, we have 6 things this week. We can't do this anymore. Slow down.
Yeah.
But we always want to give back. And, being able to give back to teammates and being able to give back to the community is, I think, what I've taken the most from Chef in growing.
And here we land tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
With the summer dinner series.
Totally.
It's fantastic.
Tell them a little bit about your background. Where'd you work?
I actually got a degree in business from Miami, Ohio, in operations management, and I have a minor in geology. Kind of random. But I've been cooking since I was 15.
What did you figure you were going to do with your life at that point? With
Well, I knew I was
business
going
and
to cook, but my parents, no one in my family had went to college. My dad's a steel worker. My mom got a job right out of high school, so they made me go to college. I said, cool, I'll go to college. They said, we'll pay for it. I said, I'll party for 4 years. That sounds awesome. I got a degree that I thought was going to be prevalent in operations management to cooking, cooked all the way through school, and then I moved out here to go to culinary school. Got lucky enough to get a job at the Broadmoor and actually quit culinary school. And I ended up, after 3 years, becoming the chef of the Penrose Room and the chef of Summit, so they're 5-star, 5-diamond. We got that, and then I went out to...
Was Chef John Johnstone there at that
Johnstone
time?
wasn't there yet, no. We still had Chef Ziggy Eisenberger
Yes.
down there.
Yes.
But we...
So Yint's from Ohio.
Uh-huh.
Yint's, huh?
Yint's?
You like that? Steelers or Browns?
Ooh.
Both of them make you feel creepy.
The
Me
Dallas
too.
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I grew up 40 minutes west of Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry I did that. That's like...
I live in the part of Ohio that's uncomfortably close to West Virginia.
Yes. I understand. Chef Corey Sims, thanks for being
Corey!
here.
Yeah.
Chef, thank you.
All right, Chef Gard, 2 more. These chefs are cranking right
Look
now.
at that food back there, guys. You got to come up here if you want to. So Adam has the lamb rack. We took it off the bone. Did you wrap it in plastic? Hey, can we get the mic there?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so we marinated it in red wine, a little bit of garlic oil, reduced the red wine down with thyme and rosemary, a little bit of clumpy garlic.
I can smell it. Oh, man.
Smell that?
Yes.
And then what we do is we take it off the bone and we torque it down in plastic wrap and sous vide it so that it par cooks it and kind of tenderizes the lamb a little bit. Pick it up in butter and then herbs, shallots, garlic, rosemary, thyme. It's real nice. It's the preferred way that, I like to cook lamb. We all, Corey and I both cooked lamb like this for years, so it'll be nice.
Say something nice about this gentleman, would you?
So Adam has been with us 4 years now, and this guy and Corey used to work together, actually. And so they've got this mastermind. They know how each other thinks and works, and they work really, really well together. Adam, as well, he's the head chef of Garden Grace. He's been the head chef of Tag. This guy's palate, too, and the crazy ideas that this guy comes up with are just amazing. He's one of the hardest, passionate people that I know in the. And not only did we lose one of our chefs in Houston, and he raised his hand, and he's going to go down to Houston. And I think you already bought a house, didn't you?
Yeah, we closed yesterday on a house.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
And, if we ever open up Houston sooner or later, he's going to go down there to our 15,000 square foot, 400 seat restaurant.
Wow.
Anyone been to Garden Grace here?
Yeah.
It's twice the size down
What?
Because you're in Houston, right? It's got to be bigger.
All right, who wants to take a field trip?
Yeah.
Anybody want to take a field trip?
Yeah,
We'll
it's
represent.
beautiful down there, and obviously the kitchen's gorgeous. And your girlfriend's from Houston?
Her family's been in oil and gas, so they have roots in
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
So I got a question, Chef. Did he come up with the cherries? Was that his idea with the cherries?
That was his idea.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
kind of fun.
That was fun.
Tell him how you did it.
Yeah, so it's kind of loosely based around umeboshi, which is a Japanese fermented apricot. So what we did is we fermented the cherries at 2.5% lacto-firm, and then added a little bit of vanilla, so it takes on light oak notes, light tobacco notes, a little bit of vanilla, and it's just kind of a fun flavor profile that is surprisingly savory when you think of cherries.
Yeah, they were tasty.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
I got to tell you.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the credentials that you have, we're going to cut that little clip out from Chef Guard for you because that's great accolades. And I don't know, but maybe in
Thanks,
the future, that'd be great for any resume, man. That is a fantastic
He doesn't
accolade.
even need a resume. This
He doesn't
guy,
need a resume.
You know, like, when I've gone to some interviews before, they just hand me a couple pieces of food or go in the walk-in and make me something. I mean, that's what we do. Yeah, I want to see where you worked, but anyone can lie on that, right? But if I give this guy or this guy or this lady something to cook, it'd be awesome. And that's the true sense of, having a great interview is making something really, really delicious. So.
And having good ingredients too, right, Chef?
Yeah.
Speaking of good ingredients, I think we have him. He's up north, just outside of Greeley. It's Eaton, Colorado, and it's called Harper Feeders. But this is our lamb rancher. I think you can hear us. Is that Mike Harper? Mike, can you hear us, sir? Let's bring Mike up in the house. I think we have him. I think we have Mr. Harper. Brian, talk about a little bit of our trips that we went up to see.
Yeah, folks, what's so cool is this is another local guy. Harper Feeders is where all this lamb that you're about to eat tonight came from the western slope of Colorado. So they raise the lamb on the western slope, then they bring it to Mike. And once it gets to Mike, that's when the lamb gets nice and chubby. And Mike makes sure that right before that lamb, he usually has it for 15 to 45 days, and he makes it nice and plump and juicy, and then it gets on your table. So it's all start to finish in Colorado. That's what a lot of people don't know is where their food has come from, and now you know it's right from Colorado, everything on your plate tonight. So, Mike, tell us about Harper Feeders.
Well, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yo, we got
Sorry we couldn't be there to partake in that wonderful event you're having this evening. I'm glad we could still be a part in supplying you with some fresh Colorado lamb, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. I will say this, I would have been there tonight, but I was ushering off the trucks, the next generation of ovine entrees. So that's positive. Moving forward, you know that we'll have more. So I apologize for not being able to make it this evening, but
I'll tell
we
you
have
what.
enjoyed the dinner or two that we have been able to attend.
Mr. Harper, we have your two top just sitting alone right now, and we bring every single plate out to it. But we wish you were here too.
I hope you filled it.
No, it's
filled up.
It's there waiting. Chef Guard, here he is, another great local Colorado purveyor from Harper Feeders in Eaton, Colorado. There's Mike Harper. You're doing a great justice with this lamb tonight.
I wish you could see the lamb. Hopefully Jay and Greg will send you some photos, but we are treating your lamb beautifully, and we're going to be eating it even more better.
Tell them what you're
More
doing to
better.
it. More.
Tell me what you're doing.
So we took the lamb off the bone, off the cap, and then we wrapped it to make it a little bit more like a round cylinder. And then we are sauteing it in cast iron pans with butter, fresh herbs, shallots, and some deliciousness, that's for sure.
It's a good night here, Mike.
Can you
So
smell that?
you boned it out. You just took the ribeye.
Yep.
Well, but then they put the bones back in, Mike.
No, we got them right here.
Yeah, well, look at they're the bones. They're the bones you got. I mean, seriously, come on, raise your hand if you've ever had the farmer and the rancher talking to you via television while you're eating, talking to the chef. There's no hand that's going to go up. There's not, because this is the first time you've ever experienced this. And I'm glad you're here with us
You got to
tonight.
send him some photos.
Yes, we're going to send him some photos. Mike, thanks again.
I'm gonna eat your lamb for you since you're not here, okay?
Thank you for doing that. Let me know if you enjoyed it.
Of course we will, and thank you so much. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for being local, and we're going to carry you in our Garden Grace restaurant and probably Tag restaurant as well.
Wow. Unbelievable. That's how you connect
We're going to come
local.
see you one of these days.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, everybody.
Chef, that's, man.
Of course. That's what we do.
Man.
I would say, 80-90% of our menu is all local.
Wow.
That's awesome, Chef. Well, and that's what we do at the Modern Eater. Because this whole thing, what all of you might not know, is this started with a road trip all around the state of us visiting all these local little farms. And the whole mission, our mission at the Modern Eater, is to bring this community together. So it was all about going and visiting these farms, ranches, breweries, distilleries, and bringing them back to introduce them to the chefs that we have in the Front Range. Because the reality is not everyone is so lucky around the state to have these great chefs. And you've got to go to places like Aspen or Vail, or even there's a great chef in Grand Junction, but you don't get that in these little towns. And so how do we bring that to you? And
I
that's
agree,
what
Brian.
a big part of this is.
And I think that next time we jump on the microphones, we're going to give you a special announcement
all this?
for fall. And we're going to talk about that. But in the meantime, in between time, this is my favorite time of night. It's summertime. The sun is down. The Blue Bear is lit up. We're all eating and drinking. I'm hoping you're having a great time. Chef Guard, we have... Oh, they are. You're having a good time? Okay. Wow. I didn't expect that. Well, I guess we should expect that. Chef Guard, what do we have coming up here for us?
Oh, man, we're about to sear some gnocchi off. Gnocchi. Anyone like gnocchi?
Yeah.
I love gnocchi, and I'm not even kidding. In our July Oprah issue, Gail says we have the best gnocchi she's ever had. So you guys got to check that out.
This is a treat
I
tonight.
love Gail.
One more time, let's show appreciation for Chef being here with us tonight. Could we please?
Yep.
And the team, and Pizza Republica, and their staff, and the local purveyors. Let's just hear it for everybody involved, if we could.
Yeah, thank you
That's
so
the
much.
ultimate compliment,
Awesome,
Brian.
yeah, the
That's for
equipment
sure.
guy.
Yes, it is.
Awesome
Okay, we've been
stuff.
talking a lot. Let's bring up the music in the house.
Really
and we'll
great.
sit down,
Thank
we'll
you
regroup.
so much.
You guys, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but Brian, let's get ready.
really?
for
I wanna
this
taste
course.
this.
I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to buy one of those things.
The guy's clearly playing a game on his cell No, that's what we didn't figure out playing the game. That was more leaning. Because they called in like one half, and then people
It just switched to what I was going to tell you to switch to. Great.
Oh shit.
There was
bar tour is cool, like any car. So it's supposed to be like the dining car and the train. Because it's just a little tiny place, so it's just like one bar. This is the Tails weird place. Yeah, it's just very eclectic. And then we took scooters from there to ride these. With Danielle and Victor. Oh yeah, he's in the mask commercial. Yeah, that's Kyle. The kid show. The kid show.
Okay. You have the next dish is coming to your table right now.
How was this last?
Yeah, but I got to talk about the pork first. Who loved that pork belly? Yes. I was just talking to one table over there, and they said, and by the way, he does a lot of meat. He said, best pork belly I have had. And I agree. That was awesome. What I'm stoked about is look at this. They took the bone out, and then they put the bone back in it. There's something good about that.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Oh, I am excited for this next dish, and
Chef
no one
Gard.
else to turn it over except Chef Troy Gard. Right here, tell us about it.
Oh my gosh, what's not to talk about?
What do you need?
Wait till everybody kind of has it in their in front of them, right?
I'm getting a thing over here.
Oh, Mike, there we go. There we go. Troy's coming back. We got a little technical difficulties.
How we doing? Good?
Yeah.
I've only had one haircut in 5 months, so I need a haircut. This
like the
dish
long hair.
is made with love. So on the bottom of the plate is a morel mushroom cream. I could just eat that like it is, too. Put that on vanilla ice cream, and boom, there you go. There's our world-famous gnocchis with fresh peas. There's crispy, is that kale or crispy kale? God, this guy put everything on here. We had to make sure we put something healthy. Yeah.
And then we fried it.
And then we've got the Swiss chard mixed in with the gnocchi, but also the stems on the outside. It's got lamb jus. And tell them how you did that lamb bone again.
Oh, we boiled it 10 times, and then you dry it out in the oven really, really slow so it gets nice and white.
Look at that.
Look at
Awesome,
that.
right?
That's completely incredible. You guys, tonight what you're seeing here is just the best of not only the delicious ingredients.
Smell that.
Amazing. I
need
know.
a smell
Is that
cam.
The rosemary.
Next time, can you get a smell cam for us?
Is that rosemary?
Oh, that is so
Right?
nice. I'll be that cam.
Chef, you went so quickly past the world famous gnocchi. What makes it world famous, sir?
I just told you, Gail and Oprah said they were the best, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my
come
God.
on.
You just gave me a piece of that.
So we have to thank the farms and the ranchers and the farmers and everyone again for giving us this amazing product. Amazing product.
Has to start there, doesn't it?
Right.
So all over the world, world traveled chef, and you go from region to region. Colorado, it's interesting, Brian and Chef Garn. Produce right now is at its finest in Colorado. Also, the purveyors that we've been able to meet. That's good stuff, Brian. Talk about a little bit of where we do purvey from.
Well, the concept is, how do we stay local? And what a comment that someone made several years ago to me that's so important is about money wandering.
Thank you.
And I didn't say laundering like my Italian produce buddies do. I said wandering.
That's it.
And that's like taking your money out of Colorado. And the reality is people don't realize we have one of the best states. If you look at our culinary scene, we have risen to levels of places like San Francisco and New York and Chicago. We are super lucky, and part of that is because we have more local producers here in Colorado than you would imagine. From everything from pork to lamb to beef to fish. Who would have thought bass and trout are local, Colorado grown?
Good thing I was.
They're everything, and then you get into all these other items, and one of the other items that we all take for granted in this state is the oil that we use. We never think about the frying oil and what we're using and what we're contributing, and how could we bring that back local? And one of the ways we can, and I'm so glad he's here tonight, is everyone might or might not know this. You know when you drive out to the airport and you see those sunflowers? Sunflowers in Colorado is a very important crop because not only is it a sustainable crop, it's low water, it's no-till, it's all the things that we need for the environment, but it also produces an oil and a feed for the animals. So it's twofold. The sunflowers make feed that we can give to these lambs to make nice, tender meat. And if you go back and check themoderneater.com, you'll see we did a test with several different kinds of feed with local Colorado lambs. And the feed that was the best tasting when the lamb ate it was from Colorado Mills. The oil that every chef likes to use because it lasts longer and it doesn't have like plastic or petroleum in it is Colorado Mills. So on so many levels, we're so lucky. And I just want to introduce Zach from Colorado Mills Sunflower Products right now. Zach, thanks for being here, babe.
Hey, good evening, everybody. So lean into what Brian was saying. So Colorado Mills, we're not the mall out east or out west. It's a great advertisement for us, but that's not us. We were actually Colorado Mills first before the mall was built. And Colorado Mills is in Lamar, Colorado. Anybody been out there? No, it's a 3-hour drive from here, and it's beautiful country. And the sunflowers in Colorado, how many people actually know why they're here? Not just to go take pictures of. There's a reason somebody's making money, trying to make money, I should say, on that crop. And the reason why that crop is here is because we buy majority of that crop in Colorado. So you also get to benefit by taking beautiful pictures from Prospect Valley out to Lyman, go south, Eads, Kit Carson, Wiley, clear down into Lamar, clear out to Kansas, and all the way down to Springfield, clear out almost to Oklahoma is where a lot of our fields are at. And we support over 120 local Colorado farms to grow that crop here in Colorado. We extract the oil for chefs, for culinarians. I guarantee you've probably had our product somewhere, someplace. You didn't know you were eating it, whether it was in a snack food and it was on the ingredient list, or is at a fine dining establishment here in Denver, up north, Fort Collins, Boulder, Colorado Springs, up I-70, up the mountain area. A lot of restaurants using the product as well. But then we are zero waste. And from there, we take the leftover meal that we have after we extract the oil, and we support over 600 local ranches for livestock feed from lambs, goats, swine, and everything. So possibly you've had animals and you've tasted and ate animals and meat that was fed with Colorado Mills sunflower livestock feed from a local crop and everything. And we've been doing this since 1999, and we're in everybody's backyard supporting those local farmers to grow that beautiful crop so we can take pictures of it, of mountains and DIA in the background and everything. But there's a reason that's here, and that's a lot of it is because of a company that is owned by 4 families since 1999. It's been passed down to the next generations on 2 of them, and they're family-owned, farmer-owned, and a 68% woman-owned company, operated daily, woman-owned, farmer-owned, family-owned. We're just happy to be here. You can check us out, CO Mills, like Colorado, but comills.com. You can find us around the state at grocery stores and food service distributors. Growers Organic was a big part of our success when Brian had his company and moving our product into food service the last couple of years.
The best of the best, the Colorado.
Yeah, thank you, Zach.
And Zach Kreider in Colorado. We're going to go on a road trip here at the end of the month, the 3rd week of September, and we're going to stop by and see you. So
I messaged Doug Euland to say, hey, when is harvest? We want to ride on a combine. They're looking at starting next week for the next couple weeks, so it's going to hit perfect. Get you guys back on a combine.
Nice.
We did it a couple of years
Done
ago.
and done.
We lost probably a couple people out on the dirt roads, but a couple of weeks and we'll be on a dirt road chatting again.
Chef Guard, Zach Kreider, Colorado Mills. Connecting with Colorado. This is good stuff.
Loved hearing about that, man.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you.
Thank you.
This outdoor kitchen.
What's that?
Oh, no sweat. I like to take in what's going on right. First of all,
Well,
before
why don't
we
you
do
ask
this,
him how was the lamb?
Yeah, how was the lamb? I mean, how was the lamb? That's delicious lamb.
That is awesome.
Sometimes lamb gets a bad rap. It's like too gamey or what. I mean, Harper feeders lamb. That's right on point. Do you like lamb, Chef?
I love Colorado lamb. I lived in Singapore and Asia, and we used to get the New Zealand and Australian lamb. I'm not a fan.
I know.
I'm sorry.
God, and I don't want to go into that.
The eye is smaller, the lamb is smaller, and it's more gamey, and I don't like that stuff.
This stuff's pretty good.
Oh, this stuff's amazing.
What are you putting together right now, Chef Guard?
Oh, my God. What do we have here, Cassie?
Almond and Palisade peach cake, and it is our take on a peach melba. So this is me going with raspberry sorbet, some honey brittle. These are peaches compressed in a little bit of lemon and salt for a nice pop of acidity. Already on the plate, we have a milk jam and a peach puree, also made with those really nice Palisade peaches that we got.
Who's looking forward to I mean, stop it. Hey, Chef Gard, are you a sweets guy?
Shut the front door. All you have to say is cake, and I'm there.
And you're in? Oh, I know. Me too.
I'm secretly a little fat boy, so.
A little bit of sweets never hurt anybody, right?
Totally.
Okay, so cooking outside is an interesting thing, and you got to have the ability to work on your toes and have the things that you need. First of all, Chef Gard, what did you think about the kitchen that we assembled here tonight outside?
Oh, my God. I was talking to this cat over here. I mean, everything's been amazing. The Cambro, the stove, that charcoal grill. I mean, you guys had a great setup, having fresh running water with soap, and it was amazing, so thank you.
Well, no, thank Rich O'Brien from Elevation Foodservice Reps. Rich, yeah, I mean, listen, let's hear it for being able to cook outdoors.
Yeah, no,
this was
fun.
the highlight of the summer, Rich.
Yeah, no, it's great. And you know, when we first started our relationship, it's been great.
We're in a relationship.
Yeah, well, kind of.
It's sealed up.
Getting there.
All right, I love
it.
I mean, listen. While we talk about that relationship, to have these chefs outdoors cooking,
incredible,
al fresco,
Yeah.
and everybody feels. Would you have rather had the chefs indoors cooking tonight, guys? You wouldn't have been able to see it? No. So please, everybody, thank Rich O'Brien and Elevations Food Service.
You know, it's Greg. I think the nice thing about it is, look, you got Troy Gard, and this is the vehicle, and Corey and his whole team. I mean, every time you set up a race car, you want the best race car drivers driving it. So honored to be part of this. Thank you so much for letting me be part of this, and happy for the next one. Yeah.
Oh my God! So when you dream the biggest, and then you tell the folks that can make your dreams come true what your dreams are, and you made them come true. And that's what you'd love to do for other folks in this business as well, make their dreams come true.
Absolutely.
Could you talk about Elevation for a minute?
Well, so basically, when you guys think about the factories that manufacture this equipment, we are the factory in the Mountain States. And so we have offices in Salt Lake City and Phoenix as well. But Colorado's our home. We support all the local businesses. We basically are manufacturers' representatives for food service equipment and supplies. So we have a facility over in Park Hill. If you want to come cook or you want to look at china or flatware, come on over, elevationfs.com.
Well, and Rich, one thing that I would say about your company is listen, the reality is this chef is going to make the food great.
Absolutely.
But you're going to give them the tools to take the frustration out of what they have to do in the kitchen.
Well, we've been very blessed with best-in-class brands. I mean, whether it's Cambro or any of the Middleby brands, we've just been really blessed to have the opportunity to provide this. So just thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate being part of it.
Oh, my God, are you kidding me? We couldn't do this without you.
It's just the beginning.
It is just the beginning. Rich O'Brien, he has no idea what he's in for with the future, but please give him a round of applause so he shows back
Thanks,
up
guys.
again.
Yep, thank you.
Rich O'Brien and his team. Zach Kreider, thank you so
Give
much.
this back to Jay.
We have a little bit more ground to cover, but I just want to hear from you guys. And Chef Troy, where are you? Chef, you're right there. Touching tables. It's a kind of a thing that's it's very important to chefs. And to be able to get response and feedback, positive, negative, whatever. Obviously, you want positive. But if you were to go around and you're on a microphone right now, what would you say when you're touching all of these tables at once right now, Chef?
How was your night? What was your favorite thing? Have you guys been here before? Obviously, we've got anniversary couple here, and that makes me feel super proud. Like Steven was talking about, and I forgot your name, but Brandon was talking about, and that's how we kind of grew TAG. Yes, I can cook, but cooking is not everything. It's about the experience. It's about the hospitality. It's about what we talk about in our mission statement. It's about the inspiring vibe that we give off in our restaurant. Hopefully, the lighting is great. The music is great. The service is great. The food is cold or hot or whatever it's supposed to be, and you have a fabulous time. And whether it's our Boo-Boo concept, which is a quick casual concept, you build your own bowls, it's $10, or you go to Garden Grace where it's $100, or Burger Bar where it's a little bit less, or Hashtag, our other breakfast restaurant, F&G, our American rock and roll restaurant in the Highlands, Los Chingones, our taqueria. we make it with pride, and we make it with those values of inspiring vibe, great hospitality, culinary excellence. Most of the restaurants, believe it or not, we don't even have freezers in them. Everything is fresh. We try to use local as much as possible. And again, having great, awesome people like these guys. Corey's been with us, I think, 4 years, 5 years? 5 years. Adam's 4 years. Cassie's 2 years. Sure, we have people that come and go because that's the restaurant business, but makes us feel proud to see the team here for a while, and it's all about the culture too. We got to have great culture, and I kind of relay this back to when the Broncos were kind of okay. You had Tim Tebow in there, and you had Jake Plummer, and then we kind of dipped. And then what happened when Peyton Manning got here? It was like, oh my God, we are great, and we're going to go to the Super Bowl. So having that culture, one guy can change everything. And I'm just one little guy, but it's really these guys that hire and do the masterwork. I'm just the guy with the vision, but they go and do all the hard work, and couldn't be prouder of our team who are working tonight down at TAG, down at Garden Grace, and one of the GMs came by here. He came to check on everything. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, my goodness. You guys, completely a treat. Again, Chef Troy Guard here with us tonight. I'm enjoying, are you enjoying this as well? To hear the stories, to be connected. And Chef, it struck me as we were just talking just now. I mean, here's the deal. You've got a bunch of different restaurants within your group, and we all have gone to know to love them. But you're in Denver, Colorado right now. We need to support you as much as you're supporting us. And that's our mission. Yeah. We're going to support you because on the other side of what's happening right now, if we don't have you and your group and your team, we're nothing as a team together.
And let's give it up for Greg, man. Greg, and your team have put together something amazing. If you haven't seen their podcast, seriously, it kicks ass. They call me as much as they can.
And you answer the phone.
And I come on their podcast, and we talk about food. We talk about restaurants, hospitality. We talk about the city, the mayor, the governor, the protests, everything, So I love this city. It's amazing. And, thanks for what you do.
Oh, my God. Thank you,
seriously,
Chef Guard. So we have just a couple of more things left. This is the time of night to where, Jay, literally, we're on top of the mountain.
Are there any cool contests we could give? Because I did bring a couple of gift cards, and these are $10 each. But I don't know how many I have or don't have. But if you want to give some out, do you want to ask some questions?
Yes.
Do you want to see who remembered what the trout fisherman's name was?
Who knows what the trout was?
Yeah, right here, $10. Right
wow.
there, $10.
Okay, keep them flying.
Yep.
How about the lamb? Who remembers the lamb? Who said that? Right here.
there.
All right. Sir,
I got one. How many years ago did this gentleman visit TAG with him and his wife? Right here.
Hey, we got to remember we got people in the back too, so we got to get back there to those
Okay,
guys,
we'll do that. So you're on a cordless. Do you mind,
Cordless?
Chef? Can we come out just a little
let's
bit?
go.
All right, we're going to walk around just a little bit and give away some stuff.
And
Jay, do you have
cards,
a cordless for me? All right, fantastic. Okay, more trivia from tonight. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
just
let's
out of
see,
the blue.
Let's see. She won one. What are we doing back here? What fine establishment is this young man from over here? Anybody know except for this table? Who said that?
She did at the table.
All right. We'll give it to you. There you go. How
Okay, you
about
guys.
what is this guy's distillery's name?
Ooh, who knows that?
Huh?
Come
Back
on,
here.
the distillery, everyone.
What?
We're drinking from.
Golden Moon over here.
They're
So
all
you gotta be
paying
louder.
attention back here.
Hey, here's
You got
Chef. Here's
two
a
already.
follow-up. And where is his distillery? Oh, right there.
This is so cool. I had no idea. All right,
All
what's
right,
another?
your mom gets one just because she's your
Just
mom.
because
I
she's
mean,
my
come
mom.
on, right? You have? You You got to tell him to pick on you more.
All right. What's another question that they would only
okay,
know?
What's my favorite rock and roll group?
Ooh,
what's
this
my
is-
favorite band?
Whitesnake.
Ooh.
Close. He gives love a bad name. Yeah, right there. Thank you, sir.
That's not my mom. That's her friend, though. She's a ringer. What's Corey's last name? Chef Corey's last name.
Yeah, what's his last name?
Chef Corey.
Is the name Corey Badass?
And there's a street in Colorado with the name.
And a snowboard.
Did she say it?
And a snowboard.
Sims. She got it right here. Corey Sims.
There you go, ma'am. Okay, I got 4 more.
4 more. All right. The gal that's kicking ass tonight here amongst all the
Cassie,
boys.
she said it.
Did you said it? All right.
God, she was fast.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I kind of want one for myself.
I know, right?
I know somebody though. Let's think. What's okay here at? Who knows where we're at tonight?
That was a hard one. I don't know who won that one.
What's the owner's name?
Yeah, what's the owner's name? All right, Therese, you get that one. We have 2 more, Chef Troy. 2 more. What do you think? What was the? We got to have another one.
Right? Where's the menu?
Yeah, on the menu. Oh, that's a great question.
Okay.
What? Do you want to say? Why?
You say.
Name Garden
You got to
Grace?
ask out there.
All right. Why is Garden Grace Garden Grace? Besides you, you know?
Daughter. Yep. Yeah. Daughter. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding. Okay. One more.
One more. How many years has Adam been working with us? Nope.
It rhymes with shit.
4 right here. 4 right here.
They've been paying attention. Everybody's
right
been
there.
paying attention tonight. That's fantastic.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you very much. Now we're going to have... Oh, my God. I can't wait to eat this one.
Talk about it.
What do you need? She said, oh, shit. So something happened. So, has anyone been to all 8 dinners? Anyone been to all 8 dinners?
Yes.
Yes? And let's give him one, since he's
I
been to
have
all
one.
8. You got one?
I do.
Name them.
Yeah. Can you name all the chefs? Can you?
Come on. Brother Luck, Justin, the fat, the meat guy, Chef Troy, Gar, and Jesus Silva, and then go. Dana Rodriguez, I always call it Dana. Who?
Michael Jim.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Fairy Godmother.
Yep. And I think there's one more.
Yeah, there was. The very first one. Top Chef. Carrie.
And Carrie Bear.
Carrie, I love it.
That's all of them.
I love it. You guys,
Okay.
Greg, I got to tell you, this table right here almost knew all the answers. Thank you. Thank you. This table right here is huge fans of the Modern Eater, apparently.
I love that
They're
they're
like
paying
our
attention.
secret fans.
Paying attention is good. And we would love for you to pay attention to this. Service industry, and again, tonight's a bittersweet night, and I'd love for you all just to listen to this for 1 second here. The folks here at Pizza Republica are going to be shutting down the restaurant for the remainder of the year and into the foreseeable future. There's not much business right here.
This is the last dinner anyone will enjoy at this establishment for the rest of the year.
Has everybody enjoyed their service tonight? Now, please, we have left gratuity off of the tab for a reason. You'll come by and you'll have a $1 charge. I would love for you to show your appreciation and thanks for folks that really don't know what they're going to do beyond tonight. So for Pizza Republica, for their staff, for working hard, for these guys,
these guys and gals right here.
Please,
These people.
please, show your appreciation when they come back out. That would be our dream. Beyond that, where is George Eater? George, come on up here. I'd like for you to mention these folks by name because I've gotten to know them throughout the summer, and every single one of them is now my friends. I see Max and Nicole and Judge. All these guys, please, George, talk about your staff.
Nicole's kept you in tequila for all these 8 weeks.
Yes, she has.
Yeah, she's kept us very
So-
lubricated.
Except you
Thank
ran
you,
out.
Nicole.
You can come down and see her in DTC because she's going to be behind the bar in DTC. Max has been there supporting you the entire time. So Max is going to
Max,
be.
put your hand up. Nicole, put
Max,
your hand
our GM
up.
down here.
Look at these guys.
We're going to be getting ready for next year. Coley is my wine somm extraordinaire. You can come down and see her at DTC, and she'll walk you through our list. My vice president, Judd Sanders, is here. Don't go try and climb a mountain with him. He is a mountain goat. He will leave you in the dust.
No cord can trip him either.
Say hi to Judd.
I tried.
Lindsay.
works for you, though. Okay.
Lindsay is my sales and events manager. We're going to be starting a really cool Panino Republica lunch program to the offices down in DTC. So you can come down and see him down there. Jeff is floating around here somewhere. Super tall bartender.
Right now. Yeah.
He'll be down in DTC with us as well. And then the second they get the theater or the convention center back open, we're going to fire everything back up, put the wood back in the oven, and be ready to roll.
Yes, yes,
So
yes. And Judd,
we're not going away forever, just temporarily.
all summer long you put up with us. Thank you so much, you guys. It's been
No, thank you. It's been
what a
awesome.
wonderful summer it's been. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
Yeah, we're looking forward to, many more years of hanging out with you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Well, and thank you for your hospitality all summer, George, because you have made the Summer Dinner Series 2020 what it is.
The best yet.
Thank you.
We're COVID brothers.
Thank you. Yes, we are. Thanks to the whole staff and crew from Pizza Republica, George Eater, and everybody around. Really, this deserves every
Guys,
bit of
and
applause.
the biggest thanks goes to you guys.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
why we're here. You're why we do this. So thank you for being brave enough to come out. All the rules, regulations, masks, and all the crazy stuff that's going on right now. We put it all behind us. And on Tuesday night, we have a normal dinner. So thank you guys.
Everybody high-fiving. This is the good time of night. Dinner services come out. We've got another great local brand, and George Eater, Bruz Beers, has been a supporter of the Modern Eater Show since the beginning of time, and Ryan Evans is coming right up here right now. Bruz Beers, Ryan Evans, thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Hey guys, how's it going tonight,
Hey.
huh? What a great presentation. Troy, the team, way to go. You guys hit it out of the park again, always. What a great night. So we're the beer guys. I know there's not a whole lot of beer going on tonight, but we paired a really unique beer for dessert here. So we'll talk about that in a second here with Dave, who's kind of the brainchild behind all the beers that we produce now, and he's the brewer. And anyway, I'll let him talk about that. But Bruz Beers, we're an all Belgian style brewery here in the Denver area. 2 locations, our main brewery up north, 67th and Pecos. Awesome tasting room up there. And then we've got a second tasting room we opened just before COVID at Colfax in York. So if you're looking to get into a business, open it right before the COVID hits, and you'll figure it out. So we are, though. We're figuring that side out, and it's actually really cool, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great area of town. So anyway, all Belgian style brewery. We brought 3 beers here tonight, but what's before you I think is really special, and we'll let Dave talk about it. Modern Eater Show, by the way, I don't know how much you follow them online and what they've done through this COVID process, but they completely changed their model to help people like this, like brewers, wineries, distilleries, restaurants, servers, all of us.
Farmers.
They have pulled it all together and completely turned in a matter of a week, I think, when this thing hit, and they've been supporting this industry 24 hours a day. Greg is always on the phone. He's always bouncing ideas off of people. He's always getting people involved. And he's pulling off a dinner like this 8 weeks in a row in a town that is dead downtown. So I think we need to give it up for the Modern Eater Show and what they pulled off again tonight.
And listen, I didn't expect that at all, and I can't even take those applause, but I have to recognize my team. And without Jay Parker, who's back there doing great work, Jay Parker and James and Dave Reek, and, of course, Brian Freeman, we're all just a team here. We're all a community, and we're just working hard to try and keep this alive because there is an assault on restaurants right now and small businesses. If we don't come together and band together and do what we can, it's going to be extinct. And I don't think we all want to eat breadsticks and Budweiser beer for the rest of our lives. So if I can get an amen to that, we can continue on and do what we do as modern eaters together. And just as you, and thank you for that. I didn't mean to go out on that.
But truly, I mean, it's from the heart, and we're coming up on the toughest months this winter that these industries have ever seen. So getting through this winter is going to be key for restaurants in this town, and these guys are helping to make that happen and make sure the best of the best still show through.
And you've kept our lights on, man.
It's fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Dave
you.
Olson.
I want to introduce Dave and let him talk about the beers.
Dude, do it. This is good stuff. This is Bruz beers, man.
Bruz beers, baby. So the one that just came out as a pairing with a dessert, that is our bourbon barrel aged quad. The base version of this quad actually won us a silver medal this year at the GABF. Yep, which happens right there actually. Yep. But we won a medal for that base beer. But this beer itself was aged in bourbon barrels for right around 10 months, and on black currants inside those barrels. So it's going to be a significantly more complex beer than even the base beer, and the quad itself is one of the most complex of all of the Belgian beers. There's a lot of malts, a lot of complex sugars that are at play in these types of beers. I mean, the sugars that are used in these types of beer are dark candied sugars that are produced in Belgium, and really, unless you buy them in Belgium, you just cannot get that raisin and dates and really complexities that are in that caramelized sugar. And that's really where quad, that is quad. Quad is that dark, that caramelized sugar, those raisins, those dates, those really stone fruity kind of characters that come through. And then we doubled down on that with black currants and threw it in an oak barrel for about 9-10 months, like we said. And it just, and in this case, you see that most beers, obviously bubbly and effervescent, and this beer we serve still, which is a very rare thing in beer, that you would serve a beer still like that. But what we were tasting coming out of that oak barrel was so magnificent and complex, and we don't want to, like when you add carbonic acid, when you add acidity, carbonation to a beer, it changes, and most of the time for the better, right? Like everyone wants bubbly, effervescent beer, but this beer we thought was so complex and so sweet and had all of these different, more wine-like maybe than most beer usually comes through. And so we don't want to destroy that by throwing bubbles on it or making it something that is drinkable. We wanted it to be something you had to think about while you're drinking, that pairs well with dessert, that pairs well with food. And so that's what we're presenting today, is this engines and motorcycles. Oh, wait. No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying something else. Thank you.
My motorcycle is fast.
Those guys are way more important than me, as you can tell. But anyway, so that's what we presented as our dessert beer. We have two other beers, another quad, in fact, which has cherries on it. That one's bubbly and much more in the tradition of quad. And then we have a Belgian single, which is hoppy and drinkable and like very much you could drink 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those beers and keep going all night long.
And we have.
And that's what we've been doing as well. So
that's the passion, you guys. This is the passion from the purveyors. It's all local. It's all here. It's all here for you. That's Summer Dinner Series. That's the Modern Eater. That's week 8 with Chef Troy Gard.
But wait, Greg.
You guys, yep.
I hate to interrupt you, but I
Please.
got some news,
This
man.
just in?
This is just in.
Just in. Wait, this
Okay,
is
you
breaking
guys.
news.
So
Everybody.
you have been eating peaches and melons, right? And what else? Cherries. And that's the beginning of the season, right, folks? You know what seasonality is about, what the foods you're eating, right? So what happens in the fall? We've got squash. We've got apples. We've got pears. There's a little shift, right? The sun comes from a different place. The moon goes to a different home.
Oh, I love the passion.
But guess what's about to happen?
Is it a fall?
Our friends at Carboy Winery came to us and said, do not let this stop. Ever. We want more. And so guess what? We're going back out on the road, folks. So the third week of September, these two guys, Jay Parker, who hates being in the back seat of the truck, we call it Big Red.
Yeah, the farm
Greg,
truck.
these two scream
I
at me
take
about
my
the way
sandals.
I drive.
I take my sandals off and I put my farm shoes on.
Yep, we changed the landscape and we're getting back out on the road. We're going to go see farms. We're going to go see ranches. We're going out to Palisade. We're going to get some stuff. We're going back to Kermit because
Hey,
that
Brian,
fish.
how about another 5 chefs, 5 days in a row, same ingredients, and 5 different menus? And we'll start it out
Get outta
on
here.
Monday, the 27th of September with Paul Riley.
And
Tuesday, Kyle Mendenhall.
Kyle Mendenhall.
Wednesday,
Alex Seidel.
All right.
Thursday is from Carboy. It's Scott Hibernath. And then Friday
is a gal that was on Chopped, Rebecca
Weitzman.
Get out of
That's
town.
what's coming up. You guys, stay tuned. It's Fall Dinner Series. We're going to bring it to you for the first time ever. You can look forward to that. But right now, we have to wrap up Summer Dinner Series. Bring your direct attention up here if you would.
Amen.
It's a complete honor, you guys. Thank you. Stay here, right here, because what we want to do is we want to let the motorcycles go by. We want to direct the attention to it, and I want you guys to take that unbuckled belt and get ready to stand up because we're going to thank this gentleman right here and Chef Troy
guy
Gard.
right here.
Get up and show that appreciation. I love it. Summer Dinner Series right now. God, this is what it's all about, sir.
Thank you, guys.
This was the encore to the Summer Dinner Series right here. Troy Gard.
Chef Corey, Chef Adam, and Cassie, too. Thank you guys so much. Support local. You don't have to go to my restaurant, but go around and support your local retail restaurants and everyone. Like, it means a lot. We're going to lose these beautiful patios and the beautiful sunshine. It's going to be tough.
We're going to fight.
And just had a investor meeting today. It's tough, but you know, we're gonna get through it. And how we get through it is everyone's support and everyone's help. So this means a lot. And thanks for doing this awesome. This food is so amazing, and it's right in our own backyard. So I can't thank you guys enough, man.
Oh my
Seriously,
God.
your team rocks, and
He's a part of our family. He's not going anywhere.
Right
They're
here,
still
right
standing,
here.
man. They're
Oh,
still
I love it.
standing.
I love it.
This
The
gives me
anniversary.
goosebumps.
Anniversary. We got to get a picture.
Chef
before
Troy
you guys
Gard
go, all
and
right?
his team. Again, let's hear it for these guys,
Thank you guys
being
so
here
much.
tonight. Thank you.
Yes.
Summer
Yes.
Dinner
Yes.
Series 2020, it's over. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate it, Chef.
Thank you.